Hello, Libra, and welcome to this, your November 15th through November 30th reading and predictions. A very warm welcome to each and every one of you. For those of you who are new here, a very warm welcome. And for those of you who are returning, thank you so much for continuing to support my little channel. So last month, you guys were asked to make a decision so that you could move forward. Let me just refresh my memory here on what went on last month. And yeah, you were asked to believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, Libra. Let's see what the cards have in store for you this month. Here we go. Oh, and we have a card on the floor. For those of you who are new here and don't know me, I do not edit my videos. So what you see is what you get. If cards land on the floor, of course, you get to see me try and scramble to get them off the floor. And your very first card landed on the floor. All right. Let's get that card off the floor for you. All right. Let's see what's going on. Ooh, the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups indicates that there could be a new relationship on the horizon for you, Libra. Exciting. Let's see whether the rest of your reading turns into a relationship reading or not. But the Ace of Cups, unlike the Lovers, for example, or the Two of Cups sometimes, the Ace of Cups generally indicates the beginning of a new relationship, but not necessarily a romantic relationship. It could also indicate the beginning of a business partnership. So let's pull some more cards and see where else we're going to be going with your reading here, Libra. All right. Ace of Cups is always considered a very positive card. So let's see, the cards that I'm going to be looking for right now for you are going to be what you're focusing on. And nothing jumped out at us. So, all right, we've got a couple of cards that have jumped right out, but they landed face down. So I can't read them just yet. I can't peek. Get through to the end of the deck here. Okay. All right, so let's see what you're focusing on here for the end of the latter half of November here. Okay, you've got the Six of Swords and you've got the King of Cups. Interesting. So this Ace of Cups represents where you are at now as I sit and do this reading for you at the middle of November here. The Six of Swords indicates that there is something that you need to walk away from, something that is holding you back from being able to move forward in a new relationship. And you've got the King of Cups here, and the King of Cups is indicates a friend or an advisor is coming in with some valuable advice for you, and it's someone that you can really count on. Let me see. The King of Cups can also represent, given that you've got the Ace of Cups here and then the King of Cups here, it's indicating to me that you've got something new starting in and around the middle of the month, potentially a new romantic partner or something new going on. And culminating in what you're focusing on is bringing that relationship into more of a mature relationship. You know, whenever we start something, it always seems to be a little bit immature. We're kind of treading on unknown ground. But given that you've got both the Ace and the King coming out, this is indicating that there's something new starting, something on the horizon. And what you're focusing on is bringing that into a more mature relationship. And when I'm talking about a mature relationship, it's not just talking about our maturity level as in our age and how we may interpret things, but bringing a relationship into a more um, solid type relationship. When relationships often start out, there's a question about, am I your boyfriend? Am I your girlfriend? How serious is this? And there's that hesitation to really solidify the relationship until one of the parties in that relationship makes that move. And I'm picking up for you, Libra, that there is something that you're going to have to leave in the past in order for you to be able to move into that ability to step up and step into a more solid, more formal relationship with whoever it was that something started with here. I want to say the first part of November and moving into the middle of November, there's someone new. And as I mentioned, for some of you, this is going to be business, but I do want to say that for a lot of you, this is more of an emotional relationship. For some of you, that does mean romantic. And for some of you, it just means that you have a new friend or confidant in your life. And there's, with these three cards coming out in this order, the ace and then the six of swords and then the king, there's some question on your part as to how serious is the other person, how much should I disclose to them if they are a confidant, and you're really kind of up in the air. And part of that with this six of swords here is because you are basing your perception of this new relationship on what you know from past relationships, if that makes sense. So our judgments of where we are at in our lives are based on our past experiences. And if our past experiences have tended towards the negative, then we're a little bit shaded or jaded going into a new relationship because we may have been burned in the past. And so this card is indicating, Libra, is sometimes you have to leave your belief systems. You know, if you've been burned in the past, your belief system may be that everybody is like that. And this card is saying, leave that in the past so that you can move into a more mature, more secure relationship with this new person. We're going to move on and see what may be influencing or challenging or making it a little bit difficult for you to step into this new relationship, Libra. I do want to say that for the majority of you, I'm picking up that this is a relationship reading at this point. Yeah, that card wants to come out. All right. So let's see what that card was. Yeah, exactly. So we do have the card, the Knight of Swords coming in here in your difficult influences and challenges. And this is a card of fighting. This is a card, like I mentioned before I even pulled this card, that indicates that you have a belief system about relationships that has developed based on your past relationships and based on a belief system that, oh, maybe everyone is like this. Maybe everyone is going to be negative. And you really want to release that. You want to be able to push away, move on from that, and just say no. And so your challenge is to recognize that not everyone is bad. You don't have to go into a relationship fighting. It's okay. Let that guard down a little bit, right? Look at this guy. He's completely armored up. He's totally coated in metal and protection, and I have to protect myself, right? And it's not always like that, Libra. You and you alone. Okay, I'm going to disclaimer here, okay? This is a general reading being put out on the internet. So any advice you receive in a general reading, either from me or from any of the other tarot readers and psychics that are out there, take them with a grain of salt and ultimately make your own decisions. But what we can guide you towards is the general overall theme of what's coming up. And the general overall theme, Libra, is that you need to let something go so that you can move into a more solid and mature relationship. But if you're walking around wearing a suit of armor to protect yourself from being hurt ever again, then it's going to make it difficult for you to be able to move forward. There's lyrics to a song that I want to come up with. They came and they flashed and then came out again. Okay, it's not going to come back to me right now, but Libra, I get the sense, Libra, that there is hesitation on your part to move forward in a new relationship, be it romantic or be it a business partnership or be it just, with a new friend and confidant. There is hesitation on your part to move forward. And the reason that you are hesitating is because you've been burned in the past and you have put on a whole bunch of armor in order to protect this little part of yourself, this heart. And it's up to you whether you want to begin to remove the pieces of armor or not. Messages that the universe wants you to hear right now. Let's take a look. Nope. All right. One more time through the deck. Let's see. Oh, there we go. If there's anything else. So we just have one message the universe wants you to hear. Accept struggles as lessons. I mean, with what we're talking about here, the opportunity for a new relationship, like I said, be that a business relationship or be that a romantic relationship or be that just a new confidant in your life, the opportunity is now presenting itself to you, Libra, which is amazing and beautiful. But you have to leave behind the struggles and the belief systems from the past. You're going to have to remove some of this armor in order to be able to move into this. Where are we going for unexpected? We're going back over here to the tarot. The tarot has a lot to say for you right now. All right. Oh, and we have another ace in your unexpected. All right. We have the Ace of Pentacles coming up. And the Ace of Pentacles is indicating a new venture. Again, aces are about new beginnings, potentially new money, new career. But given the context that we're talking about a new relationship here, it may indicate that opening yourself up and removing some of this armor, Libra, is going to help you and assist you in your financial position and your financial stature. Now, I'm not saying, we're not talking about going out here and being a gold digger. We're not talking about solely entering into a relationship with someone because of their financial status and you feel like that's going to make your financial status better. That's not what we're talking about here. But what we are talking about is, for example, if it's a confidant, you having the ability and the capacity to be able to bounce financial ideas off this person and get good positive advice from them, good solid advice from them, right? But either way, in your unexpected, Ace of Pentacles is an indication of another new beginning directly related to your finances. Let's have a look at your general overall outcome. I knew I was going to be going over to the fairies for that. Okay. All right, we've got a few cards that have come out. That one jumped and then went right back in the deck and decided not to come out. We've got quite a number of cards that have come out here. That was the last one to come out. These were the first two. Okay. So, your final cards here begin with the major arcana with the wheel and end with the hermit. Incidentally, the hermit not only represents potentially a withdrawal from society for the purposes of making decisions. The hermit is also a card indicating that there is a mentor on the horizon for you. And as I already mentioned at the beginning of your reading and all the way through your whole reading here, these cards are indicating a new relationship. And as I mentioned, it may be for some of you a new confidant coming in or a new mentor. All right, the wheel is indicating that your delays are over. Things are moving, they're shaking, new things are happening, and that is confirmed by the fact that you have two aces in your reading. You have the Princess of Summer. Princess of Summer is another card from the Suit of Cups, and she indicates that your social life is expanding at this time, Libra. You have the Three of Autumn. The Three of Autumn is the equivalent to the Three of Pentacles. And this is a card indicating that in whatever it is that you are pursuing at this time, particularly if you're pursuing something new with this Ace of Pentacles here, with regards to finances, don't be afraid to take advice from people who are in the know. Don't be afraid to seek out some classes or seminars, but either way, make sure that what you are doing is following your passion. And you have the Three of Spring. Interesting that you have 2 3s here. Always a good sign. The Three of Spring is the equivalent to the Three of Wands, and this is a card about as you're going through developing this new relationship, keep your eye on the long term. And I kind of alluded to that near the beginning of your reading here as well, Libra, in that you're working towards, this is a new beginning with this ace, and you're working towards bringing this relationship to a more mature fruition and bringing it into a level that you haven't experienced before in relationships. And this Three of Wands coming out in your final general overall outcome is indicating that you definitely are keeping your eye on the prize with a view to the long term. You're not seeing this as being somehow frivolous. And as I mentioned, you've got the Hermit here. Watch for a mentor. So I'm going to wrap it up here, Libra, but I am going to say generally overall, it looks like there is new beginnings happening for you. I definitely want to say there's a new relationship coming in for you. You do want to try and let your armor down a little bit in order to bring this relationship into a very mature, onto a mature level. It may be a mentor as opposed to a romantic partner, but either way, really, really positive reading for you, Libra. So thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. If this resonated, please consider giving the channel a like and subscribing, and allow me the honor of doing your next reading again at the beginning of December.